Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Fallout New Vegas. In the last episode, we recruited our newest party member, Cassidy, and we've been going on trying to avenge her caravan, where our options were either peacefully settling with or getting revenge and killing in the Crimson Caravan, and with them being the only option because we'd also had to choose what to do with the Van Grass at the same time, but unfortunately that option was kinda taken away because the Brotherhood of Steel made us kill the Van Graffs earlier. Which I kinda regret not putting this off for so long because of that. I should have done this first, so to have more of a proper choice. But it seems the general consensus is of the comment section is that we might as well finish what we started and get revenge on the Crimson Caravan as well. So with that, we're going to head in there and help Cassidy sell the score. So with that, once we enter, the bolts are going to start flying. I guess I jumped the gun a little bit. Wait, hold on. Maybe I should talk to her.
If you say you're going to gather evidence, then kill the bitches anyway, at least tell me when you change your mind. Now if you're done fucking around, let's settle accounts the old-fashioned way.
Okay, first of all, I don't like the attitude. Please calm down. Second of all, things are kinda out of my control because I did them out of order. Which I'll admit is on me, but anyway, let's do it then.
Don't matter much how we settle this, as long as it gets settled.
Hold on. If we're not going to be fighting our way in, I'm pretty certain we will be fighting our way out. So, with that,
I've heard the Legion's planning to unleash their best men against us.
Welcome back.
Inside the lucky 38? I'm not sure whether that's a blessing or a curse.
this is weird. I was kind of expecting like a fight to break out, but
Keeping quiet.
oh wait, take the bottom pin. NCR, smiling troublemaker. People know you're good at heart even though you're occasionally a troublemaker. Uh-oh. Unpredictable. No one's sure what to make of your unpredictable nature, but it's all hard to you'll see and know. Crap, crap, crap! I don't want to ruin my reputation with the NCR. I do not want to ruin my reputation with the NCR. Are you serious? Like, you tell me that as I go through a loading point, so the autosave saves on top of...
If you say you're going to gather... Now... sitting tight.
Looks like I'll have to go do this myself. I do not want to ruin my reputation.
Nelson will serve as example. We'll bleed the ground red with anyone who opposes our peace efforts.
Are you serious? Did you just hear that guy? Bleed the ground red anyone who opposes our peace efforts. Sure, buddy. Okay, sure, buddy. Please tell me I got a stim pack. Or, not stim pack. My mind's been blinking. Stealth Boy! That's what I was thinking of, Stealth Boy. No. Looks like I don't. Looks like I'll be doing this the old-fashioned way.
Had enough.
Had enough?
They're literally blocking the door. I can't get out. Damn it, but... My bullets aren't deterring them, all two of them.
And that's it for the Crimson Caravan. Payback's a bitch, ladies. And between Gloria and Alice, that settles accounts as far as I'm concerned. Hope they're in hell right now, blinking, trying to figure out where they fucked up.
You alright?
Yeah I am. Never realized I had all that anger in me. Makes me wonder how much more I can settle with bullets. You know, when I first heard about them, I was so mad. There was this little part of me that said, you can't do to them what they did to you. I say fuck that part. I feel purified. And I love the fact that there's no more loose ends.
So that's it then?
That's it. Except for one thing. Thanks. Not many people in my company would have done what you did for me without some hesitation or asking me to cool down. But you backed me. Even when the odds were against us. Words aren't enough, but thanks.
You're welcome. Let's go.
Don't have to tell me twice. Feel more alive than I ever have.
Cassidy has gained the Hands of Vengeance perk, giving her a bonus to damage with guns.
Let's roll out then.
And that settles it for her Cassidy. That settles it for Cassidy's quest. To be honest, I never followed this particular path. As with her, I always chose the more peaceful option of gathering evidence and giving it to the NCR. I chose that route for her. So whatever ending we get it on this side for her will be new, as brand new to me as it will be. Well, it'll be new to me as it would be new in general for viewers. But anyway, now that we got that, I can, if I want to, I can switch her out for another party member whose quest we still need to do. So, I have to say, out of all the companions we've done so far, or at least out of all of them, there's different kinds of. Between the companions so far, I think I like Boone and Cassidy the best. Because not only do they, as much as all the characters have personality in general, I don't know, I just like their personalities the most. Well, them and Raoul, because they seem the most just normal. Because Gannon seems kind of just a bit, he doesn't seem very reactionary, or he's not that expressive. I don't want to like say he has no personality. He does, but like he doesn't express as or emote as much as like he doesn't have as he's not as expressive as the other companions. He doesn't like have as much to say, unless he's completely deconstructing the Legion. But outside of that, it's just, oh, I want free area. I definitely don't like the Legion, and I prefer not in fire, so.
What's up?
Inside the lucky 38? I'm not sure whether that's a blessing or a curse.
Time for us to part ways.
What, no music? I'll hold the tears till I'm gone.
Another thing that I kind of like about Cassidy, that makes me like her more than Veronica, is that while Veronica herself is a good character, and I do like and appreciate Veronica, it's just Cassidy it's just Veronica's like too sarcastic and sassy. Practically everything is like is some kind of sassy quip or some kind of sarcastic line from her most of the time, where Cass seems to well, Veronica knows when to like calm down and take things seriously and drop the sarcasm. She's just too sarcastic most of the time. And otherwise, and I think Cassidy's a better balance of the sassy sarcasm and taking things seriously. So that's why I personally like her more than Veronica between the two. But that's me. I like to see in the comments before, out of all the companions you've seen so far, which one do you like the most, and why do you like them? Anyway, go to like
Back to the gilded cage.
Pass goes reluctantly. Okay. Yeah, here's a fun fact. One of the features of grand opening Lucky 38 Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada. No more hotels still popular. Like as he starts the hotel room in the sky. Citizens worried about electricity shortages. Anyway, in fact, one cut feature of the game is that signing with Mr. House would have gotten Victor here as a companion that would follow you around throughout the game. That was going to be a feature in the game, but unfortunately it's cut content, and Victor basically serves as like the door control for the Lucky 38. Where he disappeared to?
Talk to you soon, dear.
There he is.
What's up? There's something about that robot that doesn't seem all right to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't take it with us. I'm just saying that if it were to fall into Lake Mead and be irreparably damaged, and if you threw an EMP grenade in after it, well, there are worse things happening in the world, right? See you around.
Alright, let's see what we can do to get the
Alright then.
To get
High roller, sweet.
To get Arcade Gannon stuff
Casino
going.
floor.
where is it? One of the locations that you should take, that I think you're supposed to take Gannon to is the Retcon building here.
I've read about Repcon. I think they did some work with the the government before the war. Rockets and some energy weapon prototypes, I think.
What kind of prototypes?
Plasma rifles. They were intended to replace the P-94 plasma caster. There was some corporate espionage going on between Poseidon Energy's project Semele and whatever was going on here.
Rockets and energy weapons, that's an odd combination.
Repcon went through some rough times. When the rocket business was shaky, Mr. House purchased the company. It didn't take long for him to repurpose their plasma technology for a government weapon contract.
What was Project Semele?
Another one of Poseidon Energy's mini-secret weapon projects, before the Great War. It didn't go anywhere. That's how Repcon got their shot, so to speak.
How do you know so much about this again?
Stop thinking so much. Thanks.
Well, that's certainly not suspicious. Is there something you're not telling us, Arcade Gannon?
How may I serve you, master?
Hush, robot. Anyway, there's something else I've been meaning to do is that wait, Red Rock Canyon. That's not. There's something I was looking for. Where is it? Is this the one? I was going to re-explore one of the vaults that we went through previously because now my stats are higher. I'm going to try to see if I can get through it and do what I couldn't before. Yeah, I think this is it. If you don't remember, this is the vault where everyone was trying to vote for each other. They didn't want to they had to vote for an overseer, but no one wanted to be the overseer. Election guide. Congratulations, your dedication to the democratic process is the bedrock upon which the continued stability of Vault 11 is based. Now to help make your decision for this year's election, the coalition of Vault 11 voting bloc put together this handy dweller's official guide to obtain overseers democratically or do good. That contains a summary of the leading candidates for overseer, as well as their statements, key positions, and most importantly, endorsements. Sincerely, Roy Gottlieb, Chairman, Coalition of Vault 11 Voting Bloc's President, Justice Bloc. Candidate, Henry Glover. Endorsements, Coalition of Bloc, Divine Will Bloc, Allied Service Workers Bloc. I'm a devoted husband, father of 6 beautiful children. My oldest Sam was on an honorable quarter, and I couldn't be prouder of him. My youngest, Henry Jr., just said his first word, and it was Dada. We just got this bond ready, and he's still just a baby. Friends, when you get to the polls this election, I want you to think of your own children. Then I want you to think of Sam and Henry Jr. Or picture their faces. Nate Stone should be overseer, not me. Kind of think it's a bit pretentious to name your kid after yourself like that. Naming the kid Junior, why would you name your kid after yourself? Give your kid his own name or her own name. But it's kind of more from what I know, it's kind of more common to give of a son the same name as his father than it is for a girl to receive the same name as her mother. But anyway, let your kid have his own name instead of being a junior and having to live in his shadow as dad. Let him have his own name instead of having to share the same name as his dad. Anyway, candidate Donna Haley. Endorsements Human Dignity Block. United All Technicians Block. Aware of the rumors circulating about me, I want everyone to know that they are vicious lies being spread by the other candidates in a desperate smear campaign. I have never in my life done anything so depraved, let alone for such things. But even if I had, it still wouldn't mean you should vote for me. Consider the fact that I am grossly underqualified for the position, and that both of my opponents are far more deserving. I know nothing about governance, and you would be hard-pressed to find a worse candidate than me. I can promise you my administration would be a disaster. Candidate Nathan Stone. Endorsements Justice Block. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't even be a candidate, and I wouldn't be if it weren't for all the dirty backroom politics going on around here. It's sickening. You should all be ashamed. Notice of postponement. Fellow citizens, due to the tragic events of the past few days, the coalition of Vault 11 voting blocks has unanimously decided to postpone the election for Overseer, pending further investigations into the murders. Oh god, murders going on. Your security team wishes you to know that they are working tirelessly day and night to to find the perpetrator, and are already leading up to a number of promising leads. God willing, if the killer is apprehended swiftly, we may have found a promising new candidate for Overseer. What happens to the Overseer that's so terrible they're willing to make a murderer Overseer? Sincerely, Terry Hart, President of Human Dignity Block. Overseer Order 745. Effective immediately, the traditional selection of process for Overseers hereby ended. In lieu of a yearly election, a system will be chosen 1 month prior to the start of his or her team with our mainframe's random number generator, ensuring the complete impartiality and fairness. Catherine Stone, Overseer. Wait, Stone? Hold on. Election. Nate Stone should be Overseer. Here again, Nate Stone. What's Catherine Stone's relation to this Nate Stone? Like, are they family, like siblings or something? Possibly mother and child? Are they husband and wife? They seem to share a last name with each other, that's for certain. Wait, hold on, I want to check out the rest of the map up here before I go down there. Gentlemen. Oh, it's a bathroom. Take money. Oh wait, did I just drink out of a urinal? Gross! Why are you beeping, Eddie? I'll take the doctor's bag. Alright. Empty. Classroom. Taking and Oh, what do you know? Nothing worth taking. Huh? I'll take this ball cap. Why are you crouching? Oh wait. I guess I'll go down. Probably wasting time here. Yeah, we're just kind of a big circle. Male dorm. Ooh, good stash. Ooh, another good stash. 10. 10's better than nothing, I guess. Watch out, hey. Tire? Why don't they need a tire on it down here? What tires are they working on down here? Security recording. Wait, no. Bugs would probably be.
She can't do this. It's done. We're done. Nothing's done. She's got the authority. The only thing she can't do is change her own fate. Nothing says she can't change the selection process for future overseers. I say she can't. You shouldn't have toyed with her like that, Roy. We still have the majority. We don't vote for anything anymore. I'm not talking about voting. What then? You want to have a sit-in? A hunger strike? Not exactly. Maybe march into her office with torches and pitchforks? Yes. Come on. I mean it. What? Start a revolution? Laws don't outlast their governments. Roy, all we have to do is wait until someone from Justice Block gets picked for overseer. Then we haven't changed the law back. There won't be any blocks after the new overseer is picked tomorrow. Everyone's going to move on. By the time we've reformed, who knows if we'll still be in the majority? We can hold the block together. You don't know that. Besides, what if the computer picks you? What if it picks me? And your solution is to start shooting? Not if we don't have to. Look, we arm up. We go to the lower floors, take some strategic targets. Power, food, water. Just until she turns authority over to us. The other blocks won't support it. They're tired of us having the power. We have the majority. We don't need them. This isn't a vote, Roy. They'll fight back. They've never had the nerve. Hell of a way to test it.
Well, that sounds like something right there. If anything, that probably sounds like that took place at. I'm willing to bet that probably takes place after the aforementioned random number generator was put in place for picking future overseers. Like sounded like that Catherine Stone woman in God in Power. She set up the like everyone's fighting each other or in these fake elections or whatever to avoid becoming being overseer. She somehow becomes overseer despite not even being on the candidate list. And then she puts in the place the random number generator to pick the next election, which according to the tape recording pissed the Justice Block off because having the most amount of people gives you the most amount of having the majority. It gives you all the power in an election. Which is kind of a failing with elections, because if we just went, it's also why the electoral college exists in America, because so that way our government isn't controlled exclusively by majority power, because otherwise. Because without checks and balances like the Electoral College is in place or so, the America's elections would probably almost exclusively be controlled by almost entirely by the larger by the larger states like California and New York. So if anything, so the Electoral College exists to help balance with that. And of course that because of that, in return, it also causes other issues like people feeling like their votes are being overridden. People feeling upset because their votes, they feel like their votes are being overridden, or the usual shtick that we go through whenever someone becomes president, the other side that didn't win gets mad because the Electoral College is rigged against us. We need to eliminate it. Up until the next time the side you're voting for wins the election, and suddenly people are very hush about like, oh, I got nothing bad to say about the Electoral College. It's fine. I'm trying to keep things neutral because the most I'll say is that both parties are guilty of, both sides are guilty of it. Because I don't want to, because, politics like this can get real, you know how it is, talking politics like that can get real iffy real fast, so I'm trying my best to remain as impartial and neutral as can reasonably be, while still trying to talk about it, considering the relativeness of the conversation, given that this entire vault seems to be around voting. Where is the Overseer's office? Vault lower level. completely lost. I'll admit that. Please be patient with me. Wait. Admin. Security. Let's raid the security room first. Are you serious? Quick reminder, what's my science 50? So if I took a book, it would put me to 70. I'm 5 points short. Thanks. Well, I'll take all that. I don't want your cup. Deposition. Excerpt from the deposition of the defendant Catherine Stone by Vault Attorney Guard Males. Oh, okay, so this, I think this is Catherine Stones that eventually became the overseer that set up the RNG selection for the Vault Leader, or Overseer. Question, okay, let's pick up where we left off, Kate. Catherine. Sorry, right, Catherine. I keep forgetting. My husband calls me Kate. You were telling us of a discussion you allegedly had with Roy Gottlieb, the Justice Block. Not allegedly. Had. We've been through this. Still just your word against his, Miss Stone. But please, the discussion. He said my husband's name even had come up in their meetings. So I guess Nate Stone is her husband. And if Catherine's own word is anything to go by. The candidate endorsement meetings? Yes, they're going to endorse him. He wouldn't say why, but I know my husband had a regular poker game with some of them, and he'd been on a winning streak. So they were going to set him up to take the fall as overseer because they got mad over a poker game. That's just gross. That's just really petty. Yet he'd been on a winning streak. Yet according to you, what did Mr. Gottlieb offer? He said he could sway his block, prevent the endorsement, but only if you, what, Catherine? Only if you perform sexual favors. Yes. So they blackmailed this woman into performing sexual favors for her in exchange for not targeting her husband in order to protect her husband. That's legitimately disgusting and vile. Anyway, was all this just for Mr. Gottlieb? No, all the block leadership, they're friends, and you agreed. What else could I do? They had a majority. How long did this go on before the endorsements came out? I don't know. A month, maybe. And when they came out, and your husband was endorsed despite your supposed agreement, well, that was when you decided to kill members of the block. So Catherine is the killer. Yes, I thought that their majority is pretty slim. If I thin things out a little, especially in the leadership, someone else might get elected, assuming you weren't caught. No, Mr. Miles, I expected to be caught. That was my best chance. Now they'll elect me. A confessed murderer? You think voters would be willing to risk putting you in charge? They have to pick somebody and live with their reasons. Yes, but wait and see. Ooh. I feel like that's a lot of the story right there. I guess the only question it's remaining is how far they went with, how far they tried going with this fighting her little RNG selection. And I guess if you care about that, I should probably eat. And finding out what exactly happens to overseers, or is that they or so that makes it so awful. 148. Crap. Okay, good. Overseer's office. Security back the way we came. Overseer is right here. Rubble. And real quick, what's down here? Rubble that way, which means utility. Wait. Sandbags? What could possibly be a booby trap? An ammo box, which is usually militaristic locations. I think they did try going to war. Wait, where'd Gannon and Eddie go? How'd you get there? No matter.
Oh, I'll be here.
Real quick, what's down here? Nothing worth taking, and nothing worth taking. Oh. Let me look at the local map real quick. Huh? What? Okay, so bad news. The water. This area is flooded, but the good news is you still have the rebreather. Gives you infinite oxygen in going down here, which I really love. Working on the Boomer side quest is so useful. I love using the rebreather. It genuinely feels like a good reward for helping the boomers. I mean, there's not too much of it, too many areas to use it, but like when you do get to use it, it's really worth it.
Lead the way.
I'm already done exploring this area. Wait, this way, yeah. Let's go. We'll finally check out the Overseer's office. Are you serious? It's one thing I hate. If you mess up the hacking minigame, you're just... What? There's a perk that lets you retry computers as many times as you want, but I shouldn't need... I shouldn't need a perk to get around this. This is just bad game design. I really thought that we could accomplish something here. I don't remember messing that up. I'm so frustrating. I came all this way. It took this time to try and see if I could do this area, but I'm so unhappy with this. It's just plain stupid that that messing up one hacking computer permanently locks you out of seeing the end, seeing how this vault ends. So I honestly, I hope you weren't, I hope you don't have a problem with never seeing how this this vault story ends, cause you sure as hell ain't seeing it anytime soon now. Oh my god. This place... I may just cut this entire vault out of the picture. Completely wasted our time in there. Can't do anything with the vault right now.
Here we go.
What's up? See you around.
Okay, hold on, let me... Okay, let me look at the world. Right. There's... I know this place is covered in radiation, but just getting near this place covers the entire area in like just green. Doing the side quest for Gannon, there's something out here, or that he'll comment on. Oh, lost that green filter. Okay, is it my imagination? Is some kind of pinging out here? Huh? Ghouls. Dang, there's a lot of...
Huh.
Are you serious? I'm getting real tired of this crappy gimmick. I have to actively keep my companions away from combat if I don't want them to die. Bunch of animals there look like they're being herded. don't even know what enemies I'm supposed to be looking for. Oh, cool.
Here we go.
Let me just reinforce the save here. So here's the ground untextured. Oh, there it is. Took the game a good minute to load the textures in. Because the game wants to...
Okay. Just don't be gone long. I sunburn easily.
Yeah, you sunburnt so easily in the middle of the dark night with the moon out. First of all, I want to equip the helmet. Then I want to add that. And I ran out of shotgun bullets. Amazing. And I somehow died. Didn't I die from like half health?
Okay. Just don't be gone long. Okay, so this is going a bit down.
Whoa, that guy's shooting rockets! Oh my god, I hate how the stupid cover. Hate how I really dislike having to use use the super stim packs, because I hate how they reduce your.
Every day is a good day to die. Ready to die for your country.
I just hate how it always lowers your encumbrance like that, even if it's by 10 points. It's so awful when it's in the middle of combat and you're just basically frozen still while enemies get free shot after free shot on you. Alright. I know I left him behind for his own safety, but I don't like that I have to go upon this one back to you.
Lead the way.
Yeah, really. Oh wait, I'm still crafting. What am I doing?
A vertibird. Interesting. It's been a long time since I've seen one of these.
When was that?
Huh. Good question. Must have been in a book.
Sure, that's not dodgy at all.
What's up?
See you around.
Alright, next destination for Gannon and the Silver Russian free side.
That's a lot of energy weapons. Brings back some interesting memories.
Memories of what?
Oh, of hearing stories about energy weapons. They're
pretty crazy. Yeah.
You're acting very dodgy. Every time I ask you, like, hey, what's on your mind, you're like, oh, well, you know, the thing about the place and the... You know what I mean, right?
This is hopeless.
Yes, you are pretty hopeless.
I'm out of here.
His hands aren't even bind. And I'm not wearing a helmet. You know, I already lose this place for what it's worth. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I'll just be honest. I'm following a guide because I don't want to waste my time. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, it's a dead end. I can't go over there. Have to go around, like the intended way, instead of being able to just jump over it like a sly little weirdo.
Hey.
Yes? Something else you needed? Yes. Goodbye.
Just need to do that.
Hildern is a good example of big picture obsession gone too far. At some point, he became so fixated on large-scale results that he lost the concept of the common good along the way. It's an inhumane kind of public service when people and the basic resources they need become numbers in a ledger.
But in the end, it doesn't come down to numbers anyway. I'm sure you need to. Or, good thing there's still people like you around.
Kind of you to say, but there are better people than me around here. I just hope the followers can make a difference in the long run.
That's a fair enough point, I guess. I mean, it's very important to think long term, but at the same time, you have to think about like everything between then and now, you know? It's important to think long term, but you gotta remember about to plan in the short term. I mean, like, you know, it's good to have an idea of what you're going to be doing next month, but you gotta, it's also a good idea to also be knowing what you'll be doing tomorrow, too. I think I'll make one last stop for the episode. Before, you know, before, well, we'll see what happens. We're going to be going to Helios 1, a location that's very important for at least one reason. Tesla prototype. What? Are you serious? Get screwed. Ooh, I like that sound. I'll put that there, and I'll do that. Where is it? Game +1. Explore is kind of a worthless perk. When you choose to explore perk, every location in the world is revealed on your map. So get out there and explore. It just, from what I know, it just shows you all the little locations, all the locations on the map. You don't unlock it for fast travel. Do I not have access to it? This is kind of a worthless perk too. You're so sneaky you can sneak even with your Pip-Boy light on. Anytime the Pip-Boy light is on, you gain a sneak bonus to offset the light sneak penalty. Oh. Here it is. Failed to hack a computer and get locked out of a computer. Now, if your computer is this work, you can attempt to rehack any computer you previously locked out of. Wait. Even if I dump everything here, I'm 4 points off. The spraying fade perk that the Loins are talking about. Your attacks do much less damage to companions, allowing you to liberally spray an area with reckless abandon. You have to be pretty bad at aiming for that perk to have any worth at all. Shouldn't Tom for again trying asking the warm for radiation inside areas are actually once they fuse generally faster and faster, higher level radiation sickness comes. I'm sorry to take so long, just trying to figure out what perk I want. I think I'll go with strong back. Give me 50 more pounds of resistance. I'm not repairing the super sledge with my fire axe. I've wasted enough time. What makes this area so important is that this is the area, in case you don't remember, this is the area that the Brotherhood of Steel fought with the NCR over. They tried occupying this building until they were eventually forced away because the NCR outnumbered them so badly.
This is a restricted area. State your business.
NCR rep. I'm with the NCR. Anything I can do to help?
Your being here is a start, soldier. We aren't exactly overflowing with troopers here. But if you really want to help us, talk to the idiot with sunglasses in the back of the plant building. He's been trying to get this place running for months and hasn't made any forward progress.
Look at the goal here. It says talk to the idiot wearing sunglasses. Shouldn't there repeal? Shouldn't there be more people in this defending a power plant?
There should, but we're not getting much power out of it, so none of our enemies have big interest in it either. Not like Hoover Dam, anyway. We had a real fighting force here just long enough to take it from the Brotherhood of Steel. Then they got sent east to the dam like everybody else. Caesar's Legion sends skirmishers every so often, prodding for weaknesses mostly. The reality is, if they really wanted it, we'd all be dead.
Why are you here and not on the front lines? Isn't that more important?
I ask myself the same question all the time. But energy is hard to come by around here. Gives you more control over this area than troops ever could. Hell, if we lose the dam to the Legion, this little plant may be our last stand.
Why was the... We've been hearing the Brotherhood of Steel side of it. Let's ask an NCR person. Why was the Brotherhood of Steel here?
Damned if I know. Put up a hell of a fight, though. We had them outnumbered, I don't know, 20 to 1 maybe? They held out as long as they could, lost most of their force before they retreated. Gave us a little parting gift, too. They had some of the plant running, but they shut it all down. Enabled an old security system, too, to keep us away from the controls. Jerk-offs.
Okay, looks like we got the information we could. We got all the information we could out of her from the looks of it, so with that, goodbye.
Later.
The objective actually said that he wearing sunglasses. That's a bit tough. Eddie, come here. I'll take that and that.
Glad you're with us.
This chain link fence, its perimeter is worthless. You might as well be defending a cage from the inside.
Okay, I'll do my best.
I'm not sure this dog is exactly in the best condition, considering how patchy its fur is. But I'm just happy dogs survived the nuclear apocalypse at all, so they're relatively intact. So either that dog by itself has been in some fights, or maybe being having patchier fur like that in some bald spot. This is a side effect of some radiation, perhaps. I hope it's the former, or that just got in personal fights, because the radiation exposure, well, not out of the question, is a strong enough possibility that I'd rather not think about, because I don't want to think about what happened to them all as a whole.
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they?
Settle down, I'm not here to replace anyone.
Damn right you're not. Goddamn right. Why would they? You can't top this guy. Just a little more time. You can't keep Fantastic down for long.
What job do you do here?
What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats, and it feels so good.
TMI, dude. What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic. But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency. And I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes. Trouble is, most of the controls for this place aren't here. They're in the tower. And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying?
How would someone retarget the mirrors?
There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the mirrors. I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower, then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you?
I am now.
Well, hey, if you find yourself up at the mainframe, do yourself a favor and make sure you send the power to the right place.
Jeez.
It needs to go to the Strip and McCarran.
Why should the power go to the Strip and McCarran?
Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants the power, so that's where I want it. But you know, you do that, maybe I put in a good word for you with them. Fantastic's little helper. There's a reputation you can hang your hat on.
Right. Anyway, why are you so worried about being replaced?
Worried? Do I look worried to you? I've got this under control, baby. No one else can do what I do here.
What exactly do you do?
Fuck, man. Everything. I push buttons, I turn dials, I read numbers. Sometimes I make up little stories in my head about what the numbers mean. Like one time I imagined they were a code to get into a vault full of naked women. Man, how cool would that be?
Right. This is exactly the kind of person I want to trust with keeping the electricity going. Right. So you have no idea what you're doing then?
No, man. I know exactly what I'm doing. I just don't know what effect it's going to have. Over there controls power in this building. That station has readouts on the computer network. That big knob there makes a crazy noise. Sparks come out of that slot if you put stuff in it. And I'm learning more every day.
Right, that's someone you can trust with this kind of job. Anyway, how did you get this job in the first place? That's a good question to ask.
It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said welcome aboard.
Wow! Wow, that's a special kind of stupid from the NCR. Goodbye.
Here, you want this. It's the password to one of the terminals outside. Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
What are the stalls?
In case it's not obvious, I think you should redirect the power to Freeside and Outer Vegas.
Why not the whole area equally?
NCR troops control Hoover Dam. Why do they need more power?
Redundancy. If Caesar takes the dam and cuts off the power, it'll be chaos all over New Vegas.
That's a valid point. I'm not really behind the NCR in all of this, but the last thing I want is panic in the streets.
Huh?
Hello. It's unusual to see a new face here. Are you a soldier or a scientist?
More of a drifter.
I see. Then you must have some special business here, for them to have let you through.
They're looking for help to get the plant running.
Interesting. Forgive me for prying, but I'm curious. Are you with a particular group?
Speech 85. This is your turf. For all I know, you could. My alliance. Who are you with? I could claim to be with the NCR. I could claim to be with the Brotherhood of Steel, which isn't wrong. I could claim my only true allegiance to myself, or that I just do what's necessary to keep the peace. But I'm going to go for the speech check. This is your turf. For all I know, you can have me killed for my allegiance. But who are you with?
Very well, yes. I'm part of the followers of the Apocalypse. If you're not familiar, we seek peace and the spread of knowledge. Knowledge that must never be lost to the world. Now your turn.
I'm usually more of an NCR supporter, so that and the Brotherhood of Steel aren't wrong, considering I joined the Brotherhood. So, but I'll go with the NCR one.
That makes sense. It is their facility, after all. At least as long as they can hold it. As for me, I'm with the followers of the Apocalypse.
Why are you here?
I'm a visiting scholar. Solar power technology may be important to our future, and I was sent to research it.
Well, it's probably one of the easier and better sources of power in a post-apocalypse type setting like this, because I doubt anyone's in a reasonable position to be drilling for oil, so the next best thing would be more plentiful sources like solar panels or hydroelectric power like the dam, right? Anyway, the NCR asked me to help increase power output. But let's ask them more about the followers of the Apocalypse.
Humanity lost many things after the war. Methods of agriculture, techniques for survival. We took it upon ourselves to piece together this knowledge and bring it back to them.
Go on.
Other things weren't lost, but were blocked from our collective memory. Knowledge of what we're capable of and how things spiral out of control. It's in our nature to want to forget truths that keep us awake at night. And for that reason, it's all the more important that the followers walk the ways to remind people of them.
Do the followers work together with the NCR?
We did for a time, but our goals differ. The NCR only cares to expand their wealth and their reach. For us, territory boundaries mean nothing, and prosperity has to be for everyone, not just citizens of the NCR. So parting was inevitable. While the NCR pushes east, we clean up the mess they leave behind, try to provide some stability.
Were the followers based around here? Where are the followers based around here?
We're scattered mostly. We go where we're needed. Our largest presence is in Freeside, at Old Mormon Fort. Other than that, I know Dr. Usanagi set up a practice near the Crimson Caravan, and a man we trained is operating out of the Aerotech building. Another man, Tom Anderson, was looking into water supply problems in Westside, but that was a while ago.
And the last question. The NCR, well, it's not a question, whatever. The NCR asked me to help increase the plant's power output.
They're playing you for a fool. You'll die in that tower, just like their soldiers did. Why do you think they haven't taken care of this themselves?
Fair enough, I guess. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, man.
Trap, and I see a tripwire, so... Oh! I saw it too late to be able to do anything about it. Mysterious. A second mine. Reset mainframe. Archimedes testing. On Tuesday, February 16th at 2 p.m., technicians will be running a test of Archimedes and its connectivity with our plant security system. Under no circumstances should any employee be outdoors on the plant grounds until the alarm clacks on. It has ceased and it all clear is given. We have death and dismembering dismembers from all employees on file and are not responsible for any accidents that should occur during this procedure. Protective eyewear is mandatory for all technicians observing from the tower deck. I'll come and visit. Brig Jen Scott and a U.S. Army will be visiting the facility. He's starting next Monday and staying on site indefinitely. When Archimedes goes live, he will be the only person here allowed to authorize its use for anything other than a test. Civilian employees are not required to salute, but it is expected of everyone that you observe thorough grooming and hygiene regimens and dress neatly while the general is with us. The general expects the best from all of his men, and Poseidon men should be no different in the presence of such a fine and decorated soldier.
We should be up on the front lines, not out here in Bumblefuck. This place is a junkyard.
Oh, I didn't expect it.
This chain link fence perimeter is worthless. We might as well be defending a cage from the inside.
Okay, I did not expect to go into a little one-on-one with her just for her to tell me something that I already heard from another NCR agent. Soldier. I don't call an NCR agent.
Here we go.
Okay, bad news. I can't hack the computer. Or good news, I hope I have of a magazine that can help me with this. Yep. Observations wrong. Description. Okay, just give me a second. Oh, there it is. Perpetrator. Reset the mainframe connection. Army's security system to wipe out all nearby soldiers. Optional.
Just as a warning, my covert bandaging skills are a little rusty.
Shush. That's one thing so obnoxious. The character being injured, it gets annoying how much he sways around. Uh-oh. Let's see mines. Okay, so A, E, E. Where does this go?
Looks like break time's over.
Every day is a good day to die. Made in the USA.
Eat my American bullets!
False alarm. Standing down. Put down your weapon. Please take cover until the danger. Put down your weapons and submit to authority.
Here we go.
Okay. The generator looks to be fine, but some kind of large vermin has chewed into the power cable. With the proper know-how and some scrap metal, you could repair the connection and improve its output and bandwidth. Otherwise, you'll need help. And I'm sorry if I'm not saying anything. I'm kinda can't stop yawning. Just want to see if I can find anything real quick in the room. Wait, I'll take this burn of cigarettes. Looks like we could probably find something on and one of the robots we scrapped. Are you serious? Are you for real? I could have sworn I saw scrap. Not metal, like nearby or somewhere right here. Yes, I'm doing this now. Oh. Oh. Where do I get? There he is. There it is. Found the scrap metal I'm looking for, and I just noticed my character is thirsty. Oh.
What's up? I'm really very...
Do you always deflect personal questions?
Only to obfuscate my past association with a fascist paramilitary organization. I'm joking, of course. I will deflect personal questions at any opportunity.
I think you could do better than that.
No, really. Have you ever snorted a ground-up Cazador venom sac? Neither have I. But I can guarantee you that a Freeside junkie has.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, talk to you later.
See you around.
Archimedes. Initial trials. Pending the successful launch of Archimedes 2, we ought to be able to begin field trials with the handheld rangefinder within a few weeks. Our small scale tests have already proven the viability of sending power as microwave radiation and from the plant to a remote receiver and converting it back into a usable form. All that remains is to extrapolate it, excuse me again, to a full scale, then prove out the long-range communication / targeting system of the rangefinder. And you know what? I think this is a good time to end this episode right here. This has been going on long enough, and I think this is a good point to end the episode. Out of the list that you see on the screen here, where do you think we should send the power to? McCarran and the Las Vegas Strip? Fremont? Option number 1 is Camp McCarran in NCR military base at the Las Vegas Strip. Option number 2 is Fremont and Westside. Option number 3 is full region. Option number 4 is Archimedes 2, the whatever it is they're working on. And number 5, full region, emergency output level. I'm gonna leave. This is the perfect time to let you choose. Where do you, out of these options here, where do you think we should put the power? And in the next episode, we'll start the next episode by choosing the one that's been picked or got the most picks or whatever. So, thank you so much for watching. This has been in Fallout New Vegas. Is that please comment down below where you think the power should go, and I'd like to hear personal opinions on like who your favorite companion so far is or was in the case of Oral Rex. Don't worry, I've got plans for what we're going to do with the Legion. But we'll worry about that when the time comes. In the meantime, I'd like to hear personal opinions on who your favorite companion is and why. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys around.